Greetings, I'm Sir Vainglory and welcome to part 90 of Season 3 of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And starting with a nice wide shot, because I wanted to just show that we've got absolutely no construction activity happening back in the main city. We're working away on electrifying the existing rail line out towards this new construction facility. And I've just let the game run for a while and let the construction trains do their thing. I just noticed that down in here we've got a bit of a problem. Yeah. In fact, there might actually be two trucks in there that can't reach the next destination because of the roadworks. So we send you home. And you go, let's go to faster speed. Yeah, you can move off and then we'll do the same with this one. Right, good stuff. So, yeah, there are no trains running out here at all at the moment. So there are no workers, so there's no power, etc, etc. We did manage to complete the construction work up here. I think all the roads are asphalted. It's a bit difficult to tell when it's snowing. This should be changed. Make it one way. Yeah, that's right. That's the steel recycling plant. That's the aluminum, sorry. It's stored in there, that's fine. So the way that I've got this set up, mixed waste comes in, it goes into the scrap separation, which recycles the steel into here. Then the rest goes into the general separation, and from there we've got plastic, we've got mixed waste, construction waste and aluminum. The other recycling plant, because the where is it? Where's the... It's not production percentage. Basically, in fact, does it show you down in here? Recycling plants, steel recycling. I thought it showed you the efficiency somewhere. Okay, maybe it doesn't. Is it up here? Efficiency? No. Right, okay, so the other recycling facility I've got, the mixed waste goes into the scrap separation, which then passes mixed waste into aluminum separation, which then passes it into the general separation. And it doesn't seem to work hugely well. It seems to cause a bit of a backlog. So I'm hoping this setup works a bit better. Shops out of goods, that's not good. No pun intended. What are you out of? Electronics. Why are you out of electronics? Why are we getting no electronics in here? Operating without issues. Don't have much now with electronic components. I'm missing electronic components, so there must have been some delay here. What were you waiting for? Plastics. That's the problem. We've got no plastic. Ha. Hopefully that's not improving. We've got plastics here. We're printing without issues. Why are we getting no plastics exported? And that's two-way because that has chemicals that you need. Electronic components. Just constantly the problem. You are operating without issues, so you are producing electronic components. Supposedly. have a... Ah, you're out of chemicals. Didn't notice that earlier. We do have some chemicals here. You're all working away. Plenty of crops. And plenty of wood. You seem to be working okay as well. Right, I don't know why we would have problems with the chemicals then. In fact, we've also got this little facility, our original chemical plant up here. You've got 7 tons. You don't produce too much. Okay, well we just need to, I suppose, keep an eye on that. If necessary, we start importing electronics. Let's check not that. Oh yeah, this electronics distribution and export. I don't actually export them at all now. I did stop that a while ago. I thought I had. We're the same again, no doubt. Electronics. Right, so we need to keep an eye on that because happiness might go down if that doesn't rectify itself. I don't know whether maybe the unploughed roads are causing the problem. I don't know why we've got unploughed roads. We do have a plough there. And there's absolutely... your winter technical services, there's no way you shouldn't be ploughing these roads. But then, I don't think I've got a separate one for over here, do I? Yes, I do. No, that's the one I've just clicked on. Maybe I need another technical services. That's distribution, that's a depot. Yeah, I might construct another technical services out here. Although it's strange that it's only this section of road that doesn't get ploughed. I wonder if that causes a problem. The fact that it's just that section. No, because they could come out that far. Alright. Strange, don't know. But nobody's getting any TVs or radios at this point. Right, how are we doing here? We've got 44 days required. It's not long. Do we have... Yeah, we do have a vehicle on its way. A train. Going through from there. Right, and I've got myself lost. Where are we? I was heading in the right direction, but just a bit too far north as we look at it. Yeah, we've got that section done. We need to come back out here actually. Grab this and assign you to that. Why can you not reach here? You can't upgrade the tunnel, they're already electrified. Right, I need to check the signalling. I thought I had basically ripped up all the signal. These tracks here, two-way. There's no signal there. And you can get through there quite easily. These signals are... And these shouldn't be two-way now. Now that section is complete all the way up to there. Right, let's switch this back then. We need a chain signal here on its way in. That does need to be two-way there. Semaphore here as the release. Then, like so. Right. Not what I was planning to do in this episode, but it's done. Another one in here somewhere. Yep, there. How many times did I click that? About 6. And down here, you need to be one-way. I'll sort out this with chain, chain. Semaphore. Semaphore there. You're coming through as a chain. And your chain both ways. You should be a chain as well. Okay, and then back to just normal semaphore. I don't think you both need to be two-way. You can make that one-way. And you're a release. You're a chain. You're a chain already. Release. Oh, one more. Chain again. Okay, fine. Why can I not select you? There we go. Come on. Stop annoying me. There we are. Right. Such a tedious job, but needs to be done. You do need to be two-way. Although, that's a bit nonsense. This here is... No, it's got to be a chain actually because of the tightness of that junction. Your chain there. You're fine. You're semaphore. I think we will add another set semaphores in somewhere around here. That's good enough there. That's fine. That's got to be a chain. And here as well. There's no reason for trains to cross over here. Maybe there was in the past at some point, but no longer. Semaphore for that. Okay, and I think this here was for... No, it's got to be two-way. To allow access to both of those. Right, okay. Right, I think we're finally done with all that carry on. Have we got traffic jam somewhere? What has caused this? I've not had a traffic jam at the roundabout of death for a long time. Jeez. Right, okay, then I'm going to have to just send some folks home. I didn't want to go home. Thanks those for now. Let's see how much that clears it up. It's not helping with the goods being out of, the shots being out of goods, is it? So what's caused that? I mean, maybe that's part of the reason we've had a problem with the electronics. Maybe the chemical distribution trucks have been held up. Hopefully the fire engine's not going to be stuck here. Let's get rid of all those for now. Send the snowplow back. And much of this back as we can, actually. Don't need all these snowplows heading through in the same direction. You can go back. Right, so that junction's obviously cleared up. We just need to get this section up here cleared off. I do think this needs to be completely destroyed. It started off, it just had the single lane coming down here and the single lane coming up there, along with obviously the on and off ramps from the dual carriageway, motorway. But as we expanded, we ended up having more traffic than we could handle. We've had to expand all this extra bits and pieces all over the place. And it had been working reasonably well. But again, we need to just keep an eye on it. Okay. So, let's get back over here. You've only managed to progress by 7 days. Why is that? So anyway, let's see if I can't assign you out here now. No, still not. I guess we need that other section complete, this other side. What's the signal like here? Ah, there's a problem. Do I just delete the whole thing? Just make it all two-way for now. You're two-way already. You there need to be two-way. Hopefully that allows the construction trains complete access. If we grab... Oh, there's a train right there. Can we now assign you out here? Yeah, we can. Fantastic. Now this other section here, will that train turn around or will it carry on and keep working? Well, the next section of track, it's turned around. Well, hopefully I can assign this again. Get working on that. There we go. And that fire was extinguished in the end. Good stuff. What are you waiting for? Asphalt and workers. You need another construction office assigned. Let's go with group 3 and group 2. Just get them both busy out here. Anything else needing picked up? We've got that section there done. That's actually looking okay. We've got you trapped as well. Off you go. Right, what I was going to do today actually was pick up some of the work over here. I think we checked all the sewage and water pipes, etc. They're all done. Checked them last time. We need to get the power underway. So let's get group 5, start working on that with another group to back it up. And I need to start construction on these lines as well. Do you have a footpath? We don't. There you go. Do now. And again, let's get group 5 there. Group 2 can come out and help. Okay. So next would then have to be the cement plant, because that feeds the panels and the concrete. No, next needs to be this for storing. That's not actually what it uses. This will be to store coal, I'm pretty sure. So let's start by asphalting up the road, because we will need to truck the coal in. Yep, we'll get that done, and we'll also get to work on these. That's the actual building. Okay, and we'll have again some help. Okay, so concentrate on getting this done to start with. This section of the road is not going to take long at all. Gravel's already down. We should have asphalt available out here. Plenty of gravel, plenty of bitumen, so you don't have power though. Or do you? It's not saying there's no power. Yeah, no power. There's no workers. Anyway, right. Oh, train's waiting too long somewhere. Where are you? You're waiting too long there, I'm guessing. Okay, what's the problem then? Chain problems all the way up to here. You're stuck. Because you can't get to the waypoint. Which waypoint? Right, you're trying to get back into there. Okay, so let's have a look then. No, you. Aha. So that does need to be two-way after all. Mixed like so. Then you can come through in there. That should be okay then. Let's watch. Yep, off you go. You should be... you had a chain there. You had a chain there. That's the one. That should be a chain as well. Just so that the construction trains don't come out unless it can get all the way to whichever track they need to get to exit that yard. Okay. I should actually have another look up here. Operating without issues. You've got chemicals. You've got steel here. Chemicals. We've got some plastics creeping in. You've got some electronic components. Do you have electronics? Not so much. Yeah, they're being produced slowly. Okay, over here we'll have a check of crops. It's all looking good. Crops is good there. Well, 780 tons isn't fantastic, given that we're only just coming out of winter. You've got 10 tons, 70 tons of fabric. You still got 1,000 tons of crops there. You'll be empty. Nope, 600 tons in there. Fine. Where are my construction trains? I thought somebody might have been out here. No, you're just arriving. Okay, and these roads still need asphalt. But at least we're able to deliver fuel up here again. Not before time. Well, there's 150 tons in there, but we don't have the power, and we don't have trains running through anyway. Okay, you're still waiting for asphalt. I need to add a different construction office in here. I thought I had. Yeah, okay. I thought that was a bus heading for that bus stop. Wondered why it was taking the dirt tracks. Okay. Happiness hasn't suffered too bad due to the lack of electronics. 503 people unable to get electronics is a bit of a problem. Health at 94%. I don't think it's ever been higher than that. If I made it a dry republic again, that would improve even further. 2,500 people suffering from some sort of pollution. Again, that's not too bad. I know that some of the settlements that are created intentionally, like up here in Zalieza, when they knew that there was going to be probably pollution up here because of the proximity to the mine and the iron ore processing plant. But that's fine. And even over here, this was never meant to be long-term population. Everyone was meant to migrate over here, but by the time we got this built, we were already at full population. So, somebody's out of fuel up here. Why is that not there? There's fuel there. That's the distance that you can get. Hang on. Have I messed up here as well? I didn't think so. Oh, yeah, this needs to be two-way because of the border access. So this needs to be two-way again. Just chain there. There we go. Sorted. My bad. Right. Well, it's time for a break, so we'll pause here. Hopefully people will be getting their electronics again before much longer. And still got 25,500. We're up at 27,000 before, but we need to expand further. And I've sort of gone off the idea of having a small town out here to supply workers into this area. I don't think it'll be needed, so we'll have to push on and start planning out construction of a city over there. I'm just thinking about the distance. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again next time. Cheers!